And last, not least of the elements that we'll talk about before diving into additional comprehensive plan amendment type is the capital improvements element. And I'm just going to go over this pretty briefly. Capital improvements element is guided by section 160.31.77.3 and identifies the timing, funding, and funding mechanisms for capital improvements, including transportation improvements for jurisdiction. Many reviewers and local governments know that within this element, you have what's called a 5-year schedule. And that 5-year schedule identifies capital improvements that will be completed within a 5-year time frame. In the past, local governments had to submit these 5-year schedules to DEO to determine whether or not they were financially feasible. That requirement in 2011 was removed. So just to let you know if you haven't found that out yet. And in addition, the capital improvements element must be internally consistent with transportation elements and any applicable MPO plan. Do we have any questions about the element before I move forward to transportation concurrency related amendments?
I have a question here. I have a couple of questions. What happens when a transportation corridor or system does not have sufficient capacity to accommodate the impacts of a proposed development? Of course, that is the $30 million question, which fits into the, Miguel's question also, and that was about when it's not feasible to widen a roadway.
I can try to answer that, Gary, if you like.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I think the local government has several options, and typically those options are defined under the plan. They can adjust the development proposal that's coming forward. They can seek to refine the standards adopted for the corridor. Say they want to move toward more of a complete street corridor. They may take several actions to lower speeds, change standards. There are a variety of improvements they can make to accommodate other modes of travel on the corridor. They can have the developer contribute toward the improvements. So if they keep concurrency, there are going to be a number of options within the concurrency management system. But there are a number of other things that they can do, working to revisit land uses, revisit their strategy for level of service, and other things.